back, Adriana.
Thanks, Jane. Nice to see you.
It's nice to see you as well, and nice to meet you, Sophia and Christina.
Hi.
Hi. All right. So, how's everybody doing?
You know, this last week has been pretty tough since I saw you last. It was nice coming in last week and being able to talk some of my issues through, especially without having the girls here. But this past week, you know, I got that temporary restraining order. We're still in the DV shelter, but hey, girls, nice to you. Pay attention. You know, there's just still like struggles and trying to cope with things and trying to recognize like what actually has been happening, and especially with just having the girls and like I said, being in the DV shelter and not being in our own home. It's been pretty tough. It's been hard on us, I think.
Yeah, there's a lot of different things going on, a lot of adjusting to do and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
What about you girls? How are you guys feeling?
We're not staying in our house.
Yeah, that's hard, huh?
Mm-hmm. But there's kids, so it's good.
So you like where you guys are at right now?
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, it's not like really, doesn't feel like home at all. Mom's not really around to kind of help us, so usually I'm just with my friends.
Okay. Have you made any friends at the shelter, or are they friends at school?
I don't think I would get along with the people at the shelter. I mean, I really just try and stay at school and stay at my friend's house.
Yeah. So I want you guys to definitely know that it's normal to feel the way you guys are feeling. You guys have been through a really traumatic experience, and it sounds like we're all having a lot of different feelings about what happened. So would you guys be interested in possibly doing a little relaxation technique with me for about a minute to just kind of clear our minds and just relax? And
Yeah, I think we could use that. What do you think, girls?
What is that?
so it would be a breathing exercise. It would just kind of help us just relax. We would place our feet on the ground and we'd sit up straight and we'd kind of breathe in and out. I'd put on some nice music. Do you like music, Sophia?
I do.
Okay. So are you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Christina?
Let's start some music.
I guess I'll try.
Let's give it a try.
Okay. So I want you guys to, if you feel comfortable, to close your eyes. Sit where you feel comfortable with both feet on the ground, possibly palms down on your thighs, and just wherever it's comfortable. And then as you slowly feel your body kind of start to relax, take a deep breath in. Hold that breath for a second, and then release it. Notice how your body feels when the breath releases. How you feel when that air releases through your stomach. Feel that weight push in, and then let it go. Keep breathing in, and slowly let it out. If your mind starts to wander, just notice the thought, let it slip away, and don't worry about anything else. Just focus on your breathing. Breathe in. Try to relax your face muscles. If you feel any other stressors, just relax and always bring it back to your breathing. Breathe in. Alright, whenever you guys are ready, open your eyes and come back to me.
That was great. I really like that. I think that the girls and I could use some more coping strategies like that at home because we've been going through a lot and it's been tough because Christina's been kind of, you know, not listening to my rules, and it's harder being at a shelter when we're not in our own home. And Sophia, I've been getting, you know, calls from her teacher at school. So I think she's still in a little bit of denial here because she's wondering where her dad is and not really knowing what actually happened, even though she saw a lot of the domestic violence incidents.
I miss my dad.
I know you do, sweetie.
Not with us.
Yeah, so I think that, you know, just being able to find ways to cope at home and recognizing the girls' triggers and even mine too. I know for me, I know the girls don't love the shelter, but it's been nice for me talking to other moms that are going through similar situations, and we have a great counselor there that we're working with and a case manager that's been trying to help us with things, but it's also been tough not having my own income, as Carlos never allowed me to work. You know, I do have a support system. My parents, they are in the area, but we don't get to see them often. You know, a lot of my friends, they kind of abandoned me after all these stevia incidents happened because they tried to help me in the past, and I just went back to that cycle.
So there's a lot going on.
Mhm.
You're struggling with your income, with support systems, with the girls, and just finding a new normal. And everybody's kind of having mixed feelings. And it's normal to feel scared. It's normal to feel overwhelmed. It's also normal for her to miss her dad. That's great that you're able to acknowledge that and,
Mhm.
you know, be supportive of each of their feelings and understand that they're going to act differently and they're going to have different feelings and different thoughts. And they might not always be the same. One minute, you know, somebody might be angry. One minute, somebody might be sad. One minute, they might be happy.
Mhm.
So those are all definite normal things. When you see those things start to happen with the girls that you're talking about, how do you cope with those? Like, what are some coping strategies that you use?
Honestly, like, I just haven't been able to really recognize these actions that the girls are doing, and I just think it's all my fault, and I don't know what to do. I feel like I don't have enough support, and I honestly don't know what to do. So that's been really tough. I guess it's been better. I'm hoping that these sessions, like, we can all work on things together because we have a long road to go. So.
Mm-hmm. So do you guys feel like you're able to talk to your mom?
Not really. I feel like it's hard, you know, with just her dealing with all of this too. So for me, it kind of feels like I don't really get a chance to talk to her about it and talk about how I'm feeling. You know, it's hard because it is my little sister's dad and my dad's not in the picture. So it's just never really felt like I've been a part of the family. Like I kind of just feel left out.
Okay. So from what I'm hearing kind of from both of you is that you guys both feel like you are kind of lacking a little bit of support.
Mm-hmm.
So what if one of the techniques that we kind of try and work on with just at least the two of you, or even Sophia as well, if she wants to kind of be included in the talk so that we're all working together and staying strong together, maybe sitting down and talking about our feelings. Or when she's playing with her friends, possibly getting that one-on-one time with you guys to connect and talk and kind of feel like you guys are reconnecting during this time where you guys feel very vulnerable.
Mm-hmm. That sounds great. You know, and it has been tough with Christina's dad never being in the picture, and Carlos really never treated her as fairly as he did with Sophia, being, you know, having that as his own child. So that has been tough. I know.
And Daddy buys me presents.
He does.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But he doesn't buy your sister presents.
Yeah, never. He's
Not
never bought me
That's
anything.
because I'm the baby.
Yeah, but I'm important too.
He could buy you something, like one thing.
He never did.
Okay, so we just, you know, we're going to definitely work on like reestablishing our roles and reuniting and connecting. And I know the systems are kind of changing. So really just working on coping and finding a new stable like that works for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, with the support, like, you know, we have, did you guys ever get to go over the flyers and the pamphlets that I gave you for the
Oh yeah,
domestic
I
violence?
still have those. Definitely need to, you know, be constantly looking at them and just seeing what other strategies and tools are on there. And there's, I think, a few resources that could be helpful for us too as a family. So I need to always have those on me.
I just want to also acknowledge that you guys are doing very well. Like, I know that there's a lot going on, and you guys are coming in here. Just showing up to this session is a big deal, so thank you guys for showing up. So it's really good that you guys are trying to stay strong and use coping strategies. And it's okay if sometimes it doesn't work, and it's okay if sometimes we take a step backwards, you know? It takes time to meet the goals that we're trying to meet, and it might take a little while. And to have patience right now might be the hardest, most impossible thing ever, but just as long as we all stick together and we continue to kind of work on things, I think that everything should be going well. So,
Appreciate it.
any other questions or anything that you guys have?
I don't think for now. What about you girls? Anything?
Do we have to come back here?
I think we will be. I think it sounds like a good opportunity for us to be working with therapist Jane and hoping to get back on a stronger road and better family and all that good stuff.
So how about, before you guys possibly are coming back next week, one of the
Mhm.
things that we can focus on is the coping strategy that we talked about with when those thoughts and feelings arise for Jane, Christina, or you. You guys kind of utilize each other and talk through how you're feeling.
Yeah,
Okay.
that works.
And then we'll see how that worked out and,
Okay.
okay. All right. Thank you guys.